It's not about politics, it's about football.
This is a simple game.
We're going to run the ball, and we're going to pass the ball. We're just going to play football, really.
How good of a football player are you?
I just get in and try to spin it. That's all.
I just love the game.
It really is the best time of the year.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to It's Just Football. Trevor Sikkema Mike Renner here with you. Got a jam-packed show today, of course. Trivia is what everybody's looking forward to. I see the chat's getting a little unruly already. We've got some shots. A lot of lever likes. Seth season catches some strays. People call him Leth.
Creative, guys. Very creative.
A lot of L's being thrown around. Chat's very confident. They got a win in trivia last week. If you guys are new to this, what happens is Mike and I team up here on the desk versus you guys in the chat. We go through about 10 questions of NFL trivia, and it's a good time. Very heated down the stretch, and I'm not going to lie. My pride's a little hurt right now, Mike. We caught the L last week.
I know.
There's no going around it.
That's the thing. You can talk the trash when you won. Like they can make all the dumb jokes and all the bad puns they want.
Go after them.
And I can't say anything. I can't say shit because we lost. So it's on them.
Changes today. We get back in the win column today. We also, as you guys can see on the set right now, have our crystal ball back up here. We're going to see what the crystal ball has in store for some potential free agents that might be on the move this season. So we're going to give the names of a handful of players. We're going to touch the crystal ball. We're going to see what each of us sees. Are they going to stay with the same team? Are they going to be moving around the NFL? What do we see when we talk about some upcoming free agents, as well as some light preview at the end of the show of Thursday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. But let's get the production portal guys in the show because it's going to be a good one. They're going to be heavily involved. Quinn, how are we feeling today, my man? Thumbs up?
It's a big thumbs up.
Can we get 2 thumbs up, or is that just too much for today? 2 thumbs! Whoa!
The camera's a little wider now, so it's a lot easier for me to.
Well, the camera's wider to fit your lats. Like you've been working. I know that you've been working out a lot. You've got the back.
Somebody in the chat the other day said I was looking buff. Yeah. So whoever that is, if you say that again, you might get chat champ.
You're going to be the chat champ. Shout out to Patrick, who was our chat champ from yesterday. He's been in the chat talking his smack, as you mentioned. Patrick's been leading the charge so far this morning, talking some smack for trivia. But shout out to Patrick. Well-deserved chat victory as he is in the chat all the time, making sure that the conversations are very lit, as we saw yesterday for the mock draft episode, which, before we get to the question of the day, man, I mean, that mock draft was a lot of fun yesterday. If you guys didn't see it, we went through an entire first-round mock draft, and that was some good stuff, man.
It was. I would definitely recommend going back and doing it, going back and watching it yet again.
Using the touchscreen for the first time?
Yeah, the touchscreen, I was about to point to it as if the camera could show it, but that thing's going to be put to use. No more whiteboard. Thank you, God.
Yeah, all right. Hey, RIP the whiteboard. It served its purpose, but now we're on to bigger and greater things. If you guys missed the mock draft episode yesterday, go check it out. It was a lot of fun. Quinn, what is our question of the day to get the juices going here, to get us warmed up for trivia?
Yeah, so you mentioned Bills-Patriots tonight. It got me thinking because the AFC East is an absolute wagon. When is the last time all 4 NFL teams in a division finished 500 or better on the season?
The last time an entire division finished 500 better?
That's a good question.
I'd be absolutely livid if I was a fan of the 4th place team whenever the last time this happened.
Try to think. Was it... Okay, so my immediate thought, and this was way back, I remember, just because 2008, Patriots won 11-5, missed the playoffs. And obviously didn't win the East. I think... Did that have where the Jets, Bills probably didn't go above 500 that year. That's probably wrong.
I think
that's not it.
So. I know Steelers, Ravens, Bengals. They've been good for a stretch here, but the Browns really haven't. I don't think that's going to be a division that's in contention here.
Browns last time they were good was like Derek Anderson.
I want to say it's the NFC South because the South has been really competitive. I would say over the last decade. Now, Tampa is the team that would probably have held that back, but I wonder if Arians' first year, I can't remember if they finished above 500, and that was before the Falcons were terrible. The Panthers were still in playoff contention. The Saints were still really good with double-digit winning seasons. Was it 19? No. I think they were like 7-9. I don't know if they were 8-8. This is a tough one.
What about the
See what the
the
chat's
West?
saying.
Was the West maybe
NFC West?
like 2018 when they had, or like 2019 when Kyler first broke out?
Quinn, is it recent? Would you say that it's recent?
Recent-ish, yeah. So just for future reference, any like historical question like this, the answer will never be like 1954.
Okay.
Because
We
I
were
have a
all alive.
long-standing, yeah, we will all, it will all be within our lifetimes.
Okay.
I have a standing theory that sports before like 1960.
No, they don't
didn't
count.
really count.
They don't count.
Because
They
me
don't-
and you could
yeah.
have played in
Right.
like stars.
Right. Yeah, of course. Right.
Probably still could, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
another
Babe Ruth was trash. I often say this. Babe Ruth today would be a AAA player. Please don't clip that.
maybe even double A. Maybe independent league.
Meta says the AFC South in 2009. Philip says 2008 was the last time. Abel Fett says NFC West back a couple of years ago. Williams also saying NFC West. Browns said 2017 NFC South. I wonder. No, because that was the Cutter years, and they didn't finish above 500, I don't think. Nathan says NFC North. Any NFC North year stand out to you?
No, because they always had the Lions. But the Lions actually had a couple years in there, maybe like
where they made the playoffs.
12, maybe 2012. But the Bears were kind of pooped then too. So 2012 was, I think one of the years in there. 2012 to 2014, the Lions made the playoffs as well. The Vikings still had Adrian Peterson, and the Bears were still with Jay Cutler and had some good years there with McCown. And maybe
This is a good
maybe
question.
the year that Tressman
Right?
really went nuts. Maybe was that 13 NFC North? Maybe
We got
was?
some time to think about it. We got a little bit of time. We don't have to give our final answers till the end of the show. If you're new around here, that's what we do. We ask the question of the day at the very top, and then we give our final answers at the end of the show. So you got a little bit of time to think about it before we give our final answers here. But let's get into some crystal ball stuff. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn this on. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think we're gonna dim the lights, or maybe it doesn't even work anymore. It might not work. Oh, there it is.
You got to put your hand on it for it to work.
Oh yeah. The hand's now on it. I don't know if anybody can see it. Oh, you can see it a little bit from this camera angle. You can see it. You see the little squigglies? The power of the crystal ball. We're going to talk about some upcoming free agents here for the 2023 offseason. Mike, I'm going to give you a name. You look at your crystal ball. You tell me what team you see them on in 2023. You ready?
Yeah, ready.
Chat, we want to hear from you guys as well for all of these, so you tell us where you think they're going to end up as well. The first one, Daniel Jones, quarterback of the New York Giants.
I'm looking. Touching the ball. Ball is very
Settle down.
clear, and it's a mirror. In fact, it's the Giants. I don't think there's any other place that's going to covet Daniel Jones. Truthfully, is the thing. It's that there's not going to be really a market for him. You look at there. This is like the best we've seen from him. 64.4 overall passing grade, 67.4 overall grade. It's still middling quarterback play. And yeah, the Giants have played their way out of this quarterback class. They may go and get someone else in the open market.
Right.
But I'm not sure it's going to be that attractive a destination unless they really overhaul this wide receiving core. So next year might just be a little more of the same at that point. I think he's going back to the Giants. Boring answer, but that's what I see.
Unfortunately, I have to give a boring answer as well. I also, when I look into the crystal ball and I think about Daniel Jones, I see the New York Giants. I really echo a lot of what you said. I'm not sure what his market is really going to be outside of New York. I know that Brian Daboll can clearly win with him, right? And so if you can convince Daniel Jones to come back, and there's reason to believe that you could get to that point, right? Brian Daboll has been fantastic with him to this point. He is having a career year under Daboll, so maybe Daniel Jones, he's definitely going to take a look around the rest of the league, but I wonder if the money is really going to be there for him, and the opportunity as well for him to move on. And I'm not sure he's going to find a better place than New York where he knows that he can thrive. And even if New York is drafting a quarterback somewhere within the top 100 to play behind him, if he continues to play his best ball, there's reason to believe that he's going to believe in himself. So I am also going to say the New York Giants here. I think that that's the boring answer, but I think that that's where he is going to be. This one's a little bit tougher. Jimmy Garoppolo. Where do you think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to end up in 2023?
Let's see. Let's look deep into it.
Love the video. graphics,
I'm
by
actually
the way.
seeing two different teams.
Oh, come on. Whoa, you got to pick.
One's coming in a little more clearly. The first one I saw
Okay, all right.
was green and white. It was the New York Jets. But the one that's showing more clearly was the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh.
Going for a reuniting? Is that how you want to say it? Reunition? With former OC Josh McDaniels.
Family reunion, maybe?
Over in Las Vegas. We obviously have talked about their quarterback situation a lot. They can't just bring back Derek Carr and Josh McDaniels and expect different results. Obviously, the reports are that they're going to bring back Josh McDaniels because they don't have the money to pay another coach after just signing Josh McDaniels this past offseason. So, one's got to go. I think that's going to be Carr. And if you're Jimmy G, that's a quarterback you would want to target if you're the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, obviously, they may be in the quarterback market in the draft, but that's a veteran who's going to know the system, who can come in there and start right away. And honestly, with the results you're getting from Carr this year, I'm not sure he's going to be much of a downgrade.
The chat is saying this, and I fully agree with them. It's the team that you said's a little less clear, but it's the New York Jets. I think that this connection is way too obvious. You look at what Mike White is doing. Obviously, he had a really great game last week. Can we really expect for him to have that kind of heroic performance down the stretch? If he does, maybe this conversation is a little bit different. But as of right now, we know that Zach Wilson's future with the team is very shaky. And, dude, if you put Jimmy G on the Jets right now, they're a legit playoff contender. We don't have to sit here and go, are they going to make the playoffs? What are they going to become playoff time? If they had Jimmy G on the roster right now, this would be a team that I would say could even win a playoff game and get out of the first round, maybe contend for some wins and a little bit of a run there. I don't think they're Super Bowl caliber with Jimmy G, but it is a much better team because of how great the team is around him. You've got Mike LaFleur, who's the offensive coordinator there, who is the offensive pass game coordinator, I should say, with the San Francisco 49ers. You've got Robert Saleh, who is the defensive coordinator when Jimmy Garoppolo was with the San Francisco 49ers as well. So you talked about a little bit of a reunion with him and Josh McDaniels with the Vegas Raiders. I'm talking about a reunion with him in New York with the New York Jets. I think that this is a perfect pairing, I think, for both of these teams if Jimmy is not going to end up in San Francisco, which at this point, I don't think he is. I'll shout out to Birmingham, who said Jimmy G on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't think that's going to happen. Drake says the Commanders. Josh says the Commanders. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting spots.
Do you think Brady would even allow that?
Well,
I mean, he even if he's not around, I feel like with the way things went down,
he still has.
Be like, no,
he still has power.
Yeah, he'll come back for 5 more years just to spite Jimmy G.
Just to make sure that he continues to not play like he did when they were both in New England. Well, that's a really good transition for our next one, which is Sir Thomas Brady. Tom Brady, where's he going to end up in 2023? There are a lot of different options, maybe even not in the NFL. Mike, when you look into the crystal ball.
Oh, no, I'm seeing an NFL team.
What do you think?
And it's very clear. And it's the team that wasn't as clear the last time. It's the New York Jets, to me.
Whoa.
A match made in heaven. Tom Brady was begging, literally committing fraud. What was it? What was he doing with the Dolphins? Committing tampering. To try to get back at Bill Belichick. To try to get back in the same division so that he could face the Patriots twice a year. To stick it to Bill Belichick. You're telling me that he would pass up the opportunity as an upcoming free agent to go to the New York Jets, who obviously are going to be in the quarterback market after benching Zach Wilson this offseason. Tell me he's going to pass up that opportunity? No. With that good of a roster? Hell no. Tom Brady's going to the New York Jets.
Man. People in the chat are going crazy for this one. I don't think a lot of people thought about the Jets for Tom Brady.
It makes too much sense.
But does he want to be cold again?
It's New York. He needs to rebuild the brand.
But
he's got the new clothing line he's got to push out in Soho.
Oh, maybe. A lot of people. Elliot says Jets would be absolutely amazing. Snoopy said Brady the Jets, OMG in all caps. Adam said Tom's going to start his own football league. Browns is the Browns says Brady will end up in the booth. Matt says, Mike, take it easy on the crystal ball, man. Take it to dinner first. I kind of agree at that point. As the person who's got to touch it afterwards. When I think about Tom Brady next year, I'm not exactly sure where he's going to end up. I think the odds would say to me San Francisco. I think San Francisco makes a ton of sense for him because if they're moving on from Jimmy G, they obviously still have Trey Lance, but they can maybe move on from Trey Lance. If you have the opportunity, if you're San Francisco, let's be honest with you. You traded all these draft picks for Trey Lance. I get it. You're very pot committed to him. But if Brady comes to you in the offseason, a free agent, and says, after the year he's been having, which is still a really good year as a quarterback, and says, I want to play for the San Francisco 49ers, they're going to make it work.
Weren't the reports, though, that he did that in the first place? When he went to Tampa Bay, didn't he want to go to San Francisco?
Yeah, but he can change his mind at this point.
I know, but
Tampa could have been a better destination.
And I'm saying Aaron Rodgers, these guys who are that hyper motivated to win, Do not let grudges like that go. If you
So you're saying San Francisco chose
Jimmy G
over him?
Yeah, the first time, right?
Well, if that's the case, then maybe it's a little
It's
bit
his favorite childhood team, though.
And
it
That's
is.
a team that he grew up rooting for.
It
so
is.
maybe that kind of.
And he could
negates.
throw Jimmy G out of town
Yeah.
now.
But I'm telling you, the thought of revenge, and then again, the jiltedness that he probably feels from the 49ers not covering him the first time.
Jiltedness.
I'm just making up words today.
I know.
I think the Jets just make too much sense.
I don't think that, no matter what, I don't think that Tom's back in Tampa. I actually don't think that he's going to retire after this season. I think that he believes he has too much in the tank because he's playing really well still. But, I mean, the Bucs are a mess. The Bucs are teetering on being a rebuilding team. Yeah. The coaching staff has really let, I think, that entire roster down this season. There's not a guarantee it's going to get better next year. So unless a lot of things change and Tom Brady has his hand on what changes in Tampa, I don't think he's going to change in Tampa. So ultimately, what I'm saying is, turn one of those void years into an actual year, and Tom Brady for Trey Lance. Who says no?
Not me.
Maybe not me at this point, depending on where the Bucs are going, which doesn't look like a good direction. Saquon Barkley is the next one that we have here for the crystal ball. Where do you see Saquon playing in 2023?
This is another one that's going to be boring. The Giants have a ton of cap space.
Touch the ball.
Oh, I'm touching the ball.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. Giants have a ton of cap space.
Wait, the ball, it turned off. Hold on.
Oh, the ball turned off.
All
Okay,
right,
I was going to say, that's why I wasn't as seeing it. But Giants have a ton of cap space, $59 million to play with. He obviously, I think the built-up brand equity there means more to them than it would other places. Not saying he's necessarily, going to be worth a massive contract, but you can see how the Giants would want to keep a guy like that in-house for that fan base.
I think the Giants are certainly a potential spot for him to stay. I was going to say landing spot, but it's not really a landing spot. He could stick around in New York. I could definitely see that being the case. What about the Buffalo Bills, though? Buffalo Bills might have an opportunity to clear up a lot of room and some cap in that running back room, right? You don't have to re-sign everybody that's there right now. I think the Bills might be keeping an eye on what happens in San Francisco with their investment in Christian McCaffrey. If that ends up being something that pays off big time, like if Christian McCaffrey is a big reason why that team makes it to a Super Bowl, right? You don't want to make a living out of being the team that pays running backs, even really talented running backs, because it's often not a great idea. Mm-hmm. The return on investment is often low. But if you're a team like the Bills, and you're currently in a winning window, and having that kind of talented player that's not just a rusher for you, but a receiver like Saquon Barkley, that might be the over-the-top part of it that could motivate you to say, okay, let's spend a little extra money than we normally would for a running back. Let's get this team as good as it can be, because you are Super Bowl caliber right now. Mm-hmm. And with Saquon Barkley, you become more Super Bowl caliber. So I think that if they're in a winning window, they can go all in, and I'll say the Buffalo Bills for Saquon.
Okay.
So that's where I'm saying Saquon ends up. Josh Jacobs, sticking with running backs. What do you think about Josh Jacobs? Where's he in?
Now, I'm seeing a tag in the mix here. Okay. I think that's likely. But I'm not sure it makes a ton of sense for the Raiders with where they're at, with, again, looking as far away from being a real contender as they are, to just, play a tagged running back. Like that's just pissing money in terms of future cap space down the drain. That if you tag him, someone may want to trade for him. Maybe it's not going to be a high pick, but someone's going to covet him. And the team I think that could be is the team with right now the second most cap space projected in 2023, the Atlanta Falcons. Arthur Smith gets his version of Derrick Henry. Go back to his days in Tennessee where he wanted that bell cow running back. He still operates his offense, one of the most run-heavy offenses in the NFL. Still wants that guy at that position that makes defenses count for it. There's your guy. Leader in rushing grade this season. Josh Jacobs can be that guy for him in Atlanta.
I like Josh Jacobs with the Ravens. That's what I see. I see him in purple and black. I'd absolutely love that. Right now, the only running back on the team, well, J.K. Dobbins is still going to be on the team, but he obviously had the bad knee injury last year. He's been on IR a little bit this year as well, so how much can you trust his health moving forward, which sucks to say, but I got to be honest with it. The only running back currently on the team that's under contract next year is Gus Edwards. So you can also cut Gus Edwards. You can make more money, save some more cap if you want. You could clear that running back room completely if you want. You can have Josh Jacobs as your bell cow running back, and then you can have whatever J.K. Dobbins is going to give you afterwards. Jacobs is playing way too well for me, for the Vegas Raiders to bring him back. Vegas is about to be on a complete rebuild. And what you don't want, if you want to tag him for a year, okay, I don't hate that, even though you're still paying him a lot of money for what I think is not going to be a good season next year. But if you bring Derek Carr back, if you bring Josh McDaniels back, if you are trying to win, not sure the Raiders should be doing, they should be close to a rebuild. If you are doing that, I understand why they would bring Josh Jacobs back. I wouldn't do it. But if you're moving on from Derek Carr, don't even think about tagging Josh Jacobs. Like, if you were moving on from Derek Carr, you have got to clean sweep, move on from these players that are going to cost you a lot of money. Move on to the next thing. Don't move on from Devontae Adams because you can't. It'd be dumb to at this point. But that's where I am with the Raiders. They're nowhere close to contending at this point. You cannot pay a running back a lot of money if you're nowhere close to a winning window. It's just pointless. That's pointless to me. So I don't think he's going to end up in Las Vegas on a deal, maybe the tag, but I'd love to see him in Baltimore. That's my crystal ball for Josh Jacobs. What about Roquan Smith?
Roquan Smith. I do think, looking at the crystal ball here, that the Ravens' plan was to get back the compensatory third for Roquan Smith.
Oh, okay.
That's their bag. That's why they make deals like this, is because it's a second round now, but it will be a third rounder if they let him walk. And obviously, they're the kings of signing guys who were cut by other teams, not guys who are free agents. That's why they have the most compensatory picks since the compensatory picks were introduced. Roquan Smith, I could see a reunion in Chicago, because obviously from the Bears' point of view, it would make a ton of sense. You know how good he is for your defense. But where I'll go here is the Seattle Seahawks. Obviously, they have a ton of cap space coming up. The defense needs help at a lot of different levels. That will help you definitely at one of those levels, bring you back to the Bobby Wagner days with Bobby Wagner, and gosh, I'm blanking on the other name there, of the other right, KJ Wright, the other linebacker there in Seattle, with him and Jordan Brooks in tow. I think that could be where he heads.
Matt said Mike treats that crystal ball like a person who's never pet a cat before.
I'm just trying to extract the team.
That's like how Dr. Evil pets Mr. Big.
Yeah, that is.
You're right.
I wish I had a couch sound effect, but I don't.
It's like one of those back scratcher things. You ever seen those?
No, yeah. Or like the head scratcher.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. The I have no idea what they're called. It's funny, as I was looking at the chat, and when I was talking about Saquon Barkley going to the Bills, somebody in the chat said, well, it's going to be hard for the Bills to have both Saquon Barkley and Bijan Robinson, basically saying that they want Bijan. And then when I talked about the Raiders, when you talked about them bringing him back, they were like, well, it's going to be hard for the Raiders to have Josh Jacobs and Bijan Robinson. So what I'm learning
People
here
want Bijan.
Everybody wants University of Texas running back Bijan Robinson. Okay. Last one. Oh, wait, Roquan Smith. I think he stays in Baltimore.
Oh.
There we go. I think he stays in Baltimore. I think he's going to stay there. Last one's Jessie Bates. What do you see for Jessie Bates?
Now, the Bengals, they have the space. They could bring back Jessie Bates.
Could.
I don't think they drafted two versatile defensive backs in this past draft to sign Jessie Bates long term. I just don't think that was their plan when they kind of made that bed when they drafted Daxton Hill, Cam Taylor-Britt. So, maybe still could get a tag, but I think he goes to the team with the most cap space in the NFL next year, Chicago Bears.
Ooh.
They're on Eddie Jackson's gone. Foot injury ended his season. He's going to be 30 years old. $17 million cap hit. They can save a lot of money by cutting him. Even more, get up over like $130 million cap space. I think Jessie Bates slots in there next to our boy Jaquan Brisker, and gives you one of the better safe champs in the NFL.
My crystal ball, this might just be ambition or imagination rather than logic. But how about the Philadelphia Eagles? How are the Philadelphia Eagles here? They don't have a ton of cap space. They are over the cap right now. Well, under the cap. Under the cap is what I should have said. They are under the cap. They are in the green is a better way to say this here. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's only on a one-year deal. Mike Epps he's on the last year of his deal, right? And so those are the two starting safeties that they have there. Jessie Bates more of a free safety than he is a strong safety. Eagles play with a single high safety. They either play cover 1 or cover 3 48% of the time. So they play a lot of single high coverage. They like to lean on that quite a bit. So especially in those two shells with a traditional cover 1, with a traditional cover 3. Jessie Bates can be that single high free safety kind of safety. So look, Hi Roseman, he's been making magic work over the last couple of off seasons. Why not make magic work here? Let's get Jessie Bates in Philadelphia and have one hell of a secondary there, especially with that kind of talent as a center fielder, if you will, on the back end. All right, that was good. That was a lot of fun. Crystal ball. I didn't see any major disagreements. Oh, let me look at what people thought for Jessie Bates. William says the Chiefs for Jessie Bates. Frustrated Fan Sports Show says Texans. Nathan says the Packers.
They're gonna. I mean, they're gonna cut Savage and Amos this offseason, I think. But, or actually, I don't know if they're gonna cut Savage. He might be on the 5th year. I don't think the Packers.
Jeff is saying
they don't have the space.
Houston as well.
Yeah, I can see the Texans.
Parlay
Put him
saying
next to Jalen Petrie.
Carolina's going to grab Bijan Robinson. What team is not going to draft Bijan Robinson? That's what I'm learning from this segment.
Hopefully.
Every team in the NFL wants Bijan Robinson. Running the ball. It's not dead. Mike says Chicago. Yeah, okay. William, Chiefs, Bates. Yeah. Scott say, wouldn't they just re-sign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson? I mean, yeah, but Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's also more of a strong safety anyway, so I don't know. The cap's a myth, okay? Look, I can only tell you what I see. I can't tell you how it's going to happen. I can only tell you what's in the future. I can't tell you exactly how we're going to get there. We're going to have to find that out. All right, that was good. Crystal ball segment. Let's get the crystal ball out of here because it's business time.
Oh, daddy.
It is time. I'm trying not to drop this. For trivia. It's time for revenge. It's time for a win. Been jonesed for it. Been thinking about it. I haven't eaten in 24 hours to make sure I'm focused, ready, hungry for this win. It's going to be the first thing I eat in 24 hours.
I saw you eating breakfast this morning.
Come on, Mike.
Okay, sorry.
Come on, dude.
Oh, we're acting. I haven't either. 2 days, actually. 48 hours.
I haven't eaten in weeks. All right, let's do it.
Doubles of everything.
Quinn, do we have some categories for trivia today? Do you want to?
Yep. Name that player.
Perfect.
What was it? Last week? Week 12?
12, yes.
Ancient history, and then name that team. And then we do have, again, just for anybody that's new, tiebreaker, which is not going to be a multiple choice question. It's going to be just guess closest to the number. Whoever gets closest, that would be the tiebreaker.
All right. The record on the season, 3-3-3. If you realize that doesn't equal the 12 weeks that we've been doing the show, it's because we weren't doing this. We weren't doing this weekly. So 3-3-3 is the record here on the desk and in the chat. Everything's on the line today. So Quinn, let's go. Are you smarter than a PFF grader? What's the first question here today?
All right. First category. Name that player. First question.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's Pikachu!
It's Bavarian!
The answer will not be Pikachu.
Who put that in?
I think it was Sav.
Well done.
Yeah, you can blame that on me.
You're a king. You're an absolute king. All right.
First question. Tyreek Hill and Stephon Diggs are the two highest graded wide receivers in the NFL. Who is third with an 89.8 PFF grade? Is it Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, or Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Oh. Shit.
Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, two highest graded wide receivers in the NFL. Who is third with an 89.8?
Wish I would have looked at our wide receiver grades before this.
I did, and I can tell you that all of these four are in the mix.
Oh.
That I...
If I had to guess, so hopefully it sounds like you have a beat on this.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, fuck.
No, I genuinely, all four of these names are near the top of the list, and I just don't know
you guys
who's
didn't
third.
eat for so long, your body is not functioning optimally, so that's why. Probably
No, we're about to go. Yeah, but midway through trivia, we're gonna go into ketosis, and that's when the brain is truly going to come alive. You guys will see it.
I'm thinking either A or D. That's what I thought.
A feels too obvious.
But is it? I mean, like, yeah.
A feels too obvious.
Okay. Amon-Ra, just because he, like, every catch is, like, at the sticks. First down.
Yeah, I mean,
that just, like,
Amon-Ra's
builds up
definitely
the
up
PFF
there.
grade.
He's definitely up there. He's definitely up there. It's not CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
Is it CeeDee Lamb? No, it's not CeeDee Lamb. Okay. It's not CeeDee Lamb. I think A or D is pretty solid.
Okay.
Do you have one way or another?
I don't.
I think we should just say Justin Jefferson.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
I think we should just say Justin Jefferson.
All right.
Chad is just barely going Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
All right, so we can't lose.
Right.
You guys are both going Justin Jefferson?
Yep.
Yes.
It's actually Amon-Ra.
It is!
And I said the reasoning, too. And it's like his numbers aren't up there, but it's also because he's missed a lot of time.
Do you have the numbers in front of you? What,
Yep. Justin Jefferson, 89.7. Devontae Adams, 89.4. CeeDee Lamb, 84.8. So you're right. It was close. Very close.
0.1.
Our logic was sound. Our execution was
I mean,
not.
we like broke it down perfect.
We did. We still get paid. Okay. 0-0. What's next?
All right, same category.
Yep.
J.C. Horn and this player are the only two corners with 200-plus coverage snaps this season who have only allowed 3 catches, gaining 15-plus yards. Jalen Johnson, James Bradbury, Darius Slay, or Sauce Gardner.
J.C. Horn and this player. Okay, so 200 coverage snaps isn't. I don't want to say it's not that many, but for example, like a lot of the corners who have played the whole
Sauce is
season
over 400.
have played like 400.
Yeah.
So
Go with someone that's hurt,
this answer.
I'd say 8, right?
Yeah. I mean, Jalen is sticking out like a sore thumb, right? Unfortunately. We've talked about James Bradbury so many times. He's either first or second in forced incompletions this year. Darius obviously having a really good year. Sauce is having an elite season, but
Sauce, I can think of 3 off the top of my head.
I was going to say,
now.
if Sauce has played like 500 coverage snaps and he hasn't given up more than 3
he's
catches
played over
for 15
400.
yards.
He's only allowed like 200 some yards, but he allowed the one to Diggs. He allowed the one to what's his face this last past week, Chase Claypool, and then that's not a ton though.
Eli put Darius Slay up there. I don't think it's Slay. Slay hasn't missed time, right?
No, they've both been healthy the whole season, I believe.
I'm going to go with Jay. I think we should go with Jalen.
Okay.
I think we should just logic the snaps because he's missed time, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, he missed, I think, time at the beginning of the season. All right, we're going to go with Jalen Johnson.
Chat is going James Bradbury.
Okay.
0-0. It's Sauce.
It was Sauce. God damn it.
You outthunk yourself.
We did. I thought
He's been bunny.
Just sign Sauce to the second-year contract this offseason.
Yeah, I mean,
just get to it.
This
out
really
of respect for the rookie season.
We do need to talk about the fact that this is an all-time rookie.
All
season.
time.
And that's not hyperbole to say.
This guy's played 400, 500 snaps, and he has allowed what?
Yeah. Insane.
That
3
is
catches, gaining 15-plus yards.
crazy.
Jalen Johnson's allowed 5. Bradbury's allowed 6. Slay's 7. So again, close.
Who was the other one? Was it to Chase? I thought I named the 2 of them. Did someone in the Bengals game get him?
Did they?
I think T. Higgins got him.
Higgins got him. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I could remember those 3, but then I guess I've seen all of them.
Incredible season from Sauce Gardner. That is a telling stat for just how good that guy is. Unbelievable.
Okay, sorry, I got to jump in here. Chat's going nuts right now. I did the thing where I ended the poll after I called their answer, and it switched to the correct answer. So my question for you guys, and I understand your bias, is is their answer when I call out their answer, or is it when the poll ends? I think that's a group
I'd say
decision.
when the poll ends.
Yeah, when you end the poll.
Yeah.
I would say poll ends.
Okay, so it's 1-0 chat.
They got Sauce? Or was it the one before?
It was the one before.
Okay.
Amon-Ra, yeah.
Oh, so they, yeah. It's when they end the poll.
Okay, 1-0.
Because we're on a delay anyways, right?
Yeah.
Isn't the chat on a little bit of a delay? I feel like they are.
Tiny bit, yeah.
Okay.
But
Anyway,
sure, they have it. They're up.
All right.
Be on
Down
time.
1-0.
Call
No.
for time if
Look,
you're not 5 minutes early or
hey,
late.
we're not in ketosis yet. It's all right. Keep going. What's the third question?
All right, last question in this category. Who is the highest graded interior offensive lineman this season and the only interior offensive lineman this season with a 90-plus PFF grade? Is it Chris Lindstrom, Jason Kelsey, Creed Humphrey, or Joel Petonio?
Damn, they've all played really well.
Yeah. Kelsey's dude has not aged somehow.
Jason Kelsey started a podcast and then got better.
Yeah.
I don't know what's,
I would like to know the Kelsey's off-season workout regimen. Both of them. I mean, they're both in their mid-30s, not losing a step.
Travis Kelsey genuinely looked more athletic this weekend than I've seen him in the last 5 years.
Yeah. Whew.
Creed's obviously really good.
Yeah.
Is it Creed? I mean, Lindstrom's playing extremely well because the Falcons' run blocking is so well.
Oh, man.
Bitonio, we just had a question about
He was
Bitonio.
the highest graded guard. That was a couple weeks ago, though.
Yeah, but
I would like to say, I think it's Chris Lindstrom. I
don't know, man. Is his grade that good? Bitonio, we just had a question about Bitonio, about him being the highest graded guard. Yeah. We just missed that question like a week or two ago, whenever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Who are the other ones? Kelsey
Creed
and
Kelsey.
Creed. If it's gonna be Creed's not grading as well
I don't think
this season, so I don't think that he's close. All right, the answer is A. Chris Lindstrom. Final answer. Close the poll.
Close the poll.
Close the poll. Close it. Close the poll.
Poll is closed. They're going Lindstrom by a mile.
Damn. Okay. All right.
That was a good sell by you because he was your dog of the week, so you should know that.
No, I know.
It's Chris Lindstrom.
I know. I knew this immediately. He's having an unreal year, and I was like, okay, it's just got to be like the Falcons. You know, they run the ball a lot. You know, run blocking as a unit, like it can look a little bit easier because you get a little bit of help, whatever. I watched a couple of games of him last week. He is dominant, man.
Yeah.
He's
Wild.
the tape is truly matching up with the elite grade. It's incredible. All right, 2-1. Chat's up 1 still. 2-1. Okay. All right.
All right, next question and next category. So this is week 12.
Yeah.
Name that player. So this is just this past week.
Yep.
This player had an 89.6 passing grade, 3 big-time throws, 279 passing yards, and was only sacked once. Is it Joe Burrow, Mike White, Lamar Jackson, or Kenny Pickett?
Ooh, shit.
Damn.
Was it? I know Pickett had his best grade yet.
Pickett did have a good.
I don't think Mike White had 3 BTTs. He played well, but.
Who did Burrow play this past weekend? Remind me.
Titans.
Oh, it's the Titans. It's Titans.
Yeah, I mean, I know the answer.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the answer is. Pickett did play well, but I don't think it's gonna be Pickett. Mike White is. I know Mike White had. Did he the big time throws? Because he had the yards were. It felt like the yards were right there. I know he played really well. I know the grade was high.
I'm fairly certain it's the one guy we haven't said yet. I think it's Lamar Jackson.
All right, Lamar Jackson. We're locking it in.
All right,
we're locking it in. Lamar Jackson. And the poll.
And the poll.
And the poll. And the poll. And the poll.
Oh, it's tied. I can't end it.
And the poll.
Okay, it's ended. It's ended. They're going Lamar Jackson.
No!
It's
a delay. You guys are good.
Is it really ended?
Yeah, it's ended.
All right, it is Lamar Jackson.
God damn! Who is it between? It was between Lamar and who?
Joe had an 85.2 passing grade. Mike White had 78.9. Kenny Pickett had 86.3.
It was between Burrow and Pickett. Or, sorry, Jackson and Pickett.
Burrow's stats were eerily similar.
See, the one that where you lost me with Pickett, the problem with this one is I was trying to sell somebody else who would have, like, big time throws would have been the mystery, because you can just go look up Kenny Pickett's passing yards and you can see he had like 174 passing yards.
Yeah.
So that was the one where I was like, shit, I can't sell Pickett because.
And I think Burrow, 1 sack. I can't even recall, but I'm pretty sure it's more than that, right?
He got sacked once, and I think he had 277.
Okay, but his yards
could have been a
close.
stack.
The
Because
rest
when I
was
was filling
close.
out the question, before I looked up the answer, I was like, oh, that's got to be Burrow.
Yeah.
And it was not. It was my other guy.
All right.
Lamar.
Okay. All right. We're still close. It's still close. One behind.
All right. Guys, ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This player had an 85.6 coverage grade and 2 interceptions. L'Jarius Sneed, Quandre Diggs, C.J. Mosley, or Michael Walker?
2 picks. Picked off 2 passes.
Quandre had 1. Walker had 1. Did Mosley have 1?
Mosley had 2.
Mosley had 2?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was going to say, I was like, damn. Legarius played super well.
Did he have 1?
I don't know if he had 2 interceptions, though. This is tough. I don't know if we could beat on this one.
Quandres was sick.
Quandre's was sick,
one I
but
recall.
I think he only had 1.
Great name too, Quandre.
Yeah, Quandre Diggs.
Ooh.
Who did the Seahawks play?
They played.
Who they play?
They lost.
Oh yeah, they lost.
Who was it? Why am I blanking? Was it the?
Why can't I
I can picture the pick.
I know. I can literally see the entire play playing out in my head. I just don't
Raiders.
know.
Right?
Katosis hadn't kicked in yet, huh?
Katosis has
They
not
lost in
kicked
OT.
in.
They lost in
No,
OT.
not yet. No, it wasn't the Raiders.
Was it not? Am I crazy?
Was it the Raiders?
Isn't that Josh Jacobs one for? I think so.
Okay. I think it's L'Jarius Sneed.
I think it's L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah, all right. We're going L'Jarius Sneed. Lock the poll. Lock it. Bolt the doors.
Polls ended. Quandre Diggs is the answer.
Okay.
Shit, was it? I don't even know.
It is Quandre Diggs. Quandre Diggs.
Oh, he did have 2.
Ugh.
Everybody else had 1.
Shit. Fuck. Well, I just saw everybody blowing up about L'Jarius Sneed, and I saw the 1 pick, and I was like, oh, did he get another one?
Yeah.
Am I in Mike's head? That's the question people are asking.
People are asking that. A lot of people are asking. All right.
Fuck.
Okay, we're down 2. Ketosis just kicked in. All right. I can feel it.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. This is ancient history, but not that ancient.
Okay.
Which of these players is the only QB to have 4 or more rush yards after contact over the last decade? This year, Justin Fields, 2019 Josh Allen, 2018 Cam, or 2014 Colin Kaepernick?
Wait, what? What does that mean? Oh, average to average, I'm guessing.
Yeah, average.
Yeah, average.
Yeah, if you only have 4
which
yards
of these players
total,
is
that's
the
not
only
very good.
QB to have 4 or more rushing yards after contact over the last decade?
So I was like, dude, they all should. They all should have some.
At least 4.
Yeah. That's tough.
The obvious 2 are the ones that take a lot of contact, right?
Yeah.
It's Josh Allen and Cam Newton.
But then, oof. Kaepernick's average was just so high though, because he didn't run as much as like quarterbacks do now. The black screen.
The black screen.
2019. Cam Newton, 2018, I'm trying to think, that was like his last viable year, right? Or was that when the shoulder really gave way? Was that when he started real hot and then?
They still made the playoffs in 2018?
Yes, that's the year they have for Newton, right? I think that was his last year of like actually.
Yeah.
And then
Wait, what were the years?
2022 Justin Fields, 2019 Josh Allen, 2018 Cam Newton, 2014 Colin Kaepernick. This probably doesn't help whatsoever, but 2018 is the year the Panthers and the Bengals tied.
Okay.
That's the only thing I know about the Panthers that year.
Good to know.
Thank you
I
for
will
that,
say
Quinn. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Fields, like a lot of his
Knowing
are,
that now,
a lot of his are just like gas open field.
I'd be
But
okay with Kaepernick.
His average is real high though. Kaepernick I wouldn't go with because he was not a contact guy. Like he really, even less so than Justin Fields, was not like an escape. His was more just like scamper, wide open space. I could see Fields because a couple of his long runs have been like he breaks the tackle in the pocket and then 70 yards, you know? Like on his long ones, it's been 80 yards after contact, which is gonna gas up your averages.
Yeah, but the category is called ancient history.
True.
They're not going to give us a 2022 answer with a question that's called ancient history. It's either Cam or it's Kaepernick.
Oh, okay. Then I'd probably lean Cam, right? Or are they? But it is say over the last decade. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm very torn.
2014 is ancient history. What were you guys doing in 2014?
Crying about the Packers NFC Championship game loss.
What was I doing in 2014?
Exactly.
I was mowing lawns for a full-time job.
I was in 6th grade.
Wow. Jeez.
I used to go.
Were you also mowing lawns? That doesn't mean you weren't mowing lawns. Were you mowing lawns?
No.
I lived in Chicago, and there's this brunch place called Zella, and we went there every Saturday in the summer. And from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., you could drink all you can drink for $35.
How many times did you puke?
Only a couple.
Okay. Well, I mean, a couple. If it's just a season, that's a lot. So we'll go with. I think we should go Cam, I guess.
Okay.
I kind of want to go Kaepernick, but we'll go Cam. Let's go Cam. 2018 Cam.
What'd Chat go?
Chat locked in.
Chad's locked in on Newton.
So you guys are both going Cam.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's Justin Fields.
What's
4 exactly.
ancient history?
Allen had 3.6. Cam Newton had 3.4. Cap had 3.3.
This is stupid. It's not ancient history. It's literally current. It's not even history. Forget ancient history.
It's just the title.
This is a liar.
Yeah, that was the only thing that swayed
The
us.
production portal is renamed the Den of Liars.
Hate to see.
That's fine.
An overthink.
All right.
Overthink.
Okay. All right. I thought, when Ketosis told me that it couldn't be 2022 because of ancient history, I really thought that we were onto something there.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one?
All right. Which of these players has the most explosive receptions over the past 5 seasons with 158? Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, or Mike Evans?
Over the past 5 seasons.
Okay. That's a long time. The Kelce one in there is a little curveball-y. All right, so 5 seasons. So that goes back to 18, right? So that's basically Tyreek Hill's entire career of usefulness. So they've all been over that span, probably pretty hot. I would say Devontae Adams, actually, that includes probably a couple years in there where I don't know if he was at the top in terms of, there may not even be 1,000. There may be a season in there where we didn't go over 1,000.
18?
Like 18,
you don't
think?
think?
Evans is obviously consistent as can be. And you would know more than me, but he's mainly a down. Like that is his
when he's catching
area.
the ball,
It's
a 15 plus
plus
yard catch, basically.
So
158's a lot, though. I know Jameis force-fed him a lot in 2018 and 2019.
like every one of those posts he caught from Jameis would qualify.
Right. And then Tom Brady, obviously, a ton of big-time throws as well.
I hate the Kelce inclusion. I just don't think it's Kelce. I would lean.
I'm okay, Evans.
I would lean Hill or Evans. But Hill's just like they go 50 plus. You know, like he has a lot of explosive gains.
Right.
A lot of yardage. But when he's picking it up, it's like 40. He probably has more 40 plus yards by far.
I think
than anyone
Evans
else in the
is a
league.
better guess.
Whereas Evans is more 15.
Right.
His 15 to 25
His entire
probably
usage
doubles Tyreek Hill's 15 to 25.
All right, we'll go Mike Evans. We'll go Mike Evans here.
Okay.
Go Bucks.
Chat's going Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Trick question. It's Jamar Chase.
Jesus.
Just kidding. It's Travis Kelce.
It is Travis Kelce.
I mean, we would never have gone that way.
I was not going to go that way. No.
But it's for the same reason.
Do you know who's next?
Adams has 146. Hill has 142. Evans has 147. So you're close.
So he's Evans.
So he's second.
We have
guessed. Who did the chat guess? Tyreek Hill?
They said Hill, yeah.
We've been closer than the chat.
God damn it.
We've been closer than the chat.
That's the thing. It's like it says explosive receptions, but 15 is not. So you're thinking in your head, you're like big plays. Tyreek Hill. Those guys are big play guys. 15 is like Travis Kelce's bread and butter. He probably has more from 15 to 20 yards than anyone else by far.
We need to take that up with the
Him and
actual
Evans as
PFF
well.
graders. Maybe we need to increase our threshold.
No, it's not. No, I mean,
at least that question wasn't a lie. So that's we're making progress here on the show. All right, what's next? What do we got next?
All right, this is Name That Team.
Yep. How many do we have left?
We have 3 left.
Okay, so we gotta.
You guys gotta make some hay here.
We're down 2.
Yeah.
God damn it.
This team has accumulated the most missed tackles forced this season with 139. Is it the Browns, the Niners, the Raiders, or the Bears?
Okay. So
Interesting.
I know Nick Chubb leads the league in forced missed tackles.
Oh, I thought Jacobs did.
Oh, maybe Jacobs does.
Yeah, I think
It's
Jacobs
close.
does. I think Jacobs
those two
does.
up there, and they're in like the 60s though. So you got to have more
right.
than just that.
Right.
I know Justin Fields, comparatively to other, like add him into the Bears, and you have an insane amount of missed tackles. Like with Montgomery, who may not be the most efficient, but he breaks a ton of tackles still. Them two combined are probably in like the 100 range. But then you have to think their receiving core is not a break tackles receiving core.
Right.
49ers, running back position, and I can't speak to how many tackles they've broken, but Debo has twice as many broken tackles this year as the next closest wide receiver.
Right.
He gets 26.
Yeah, stupid.
And then obviously on the ground, he probably has like a dozen more. Ayuk is great after the catch. Kittle, great after the catch. The offense sets him up to be great after the catch. Browns, you have Chubb, Hunt. But then, Brissett low-key could probably be in there could be a value add for them as well.
Not many, though.
But probably somewhere in the neighborhood of a dozen that he adds. But then the receiving core, Cooper.
Mari.
Shit. He probably has a good amount. Man, I don't know where I lean with this one. That's tough.
Yeah, I think Jacobs leads the league in missed tackles forced.
This one's a fucking shot in the dark. I cannot brute force this one.
I have 2 teams that stand out to me.
Okay.
I kind of don't want to say them because I don't know if we're influencing the chat here, but
Well, this is a free swim. You guys can talk about whatever you want.
Okay, who are you thinking?
I think it's the Niners or the Bears.
Okay.
I think it's the Niners or the Bears. Unless you...
I was thinking Niners-Browns, personally, because I do think one Chubb,
Debo just has so many forced missed tackles.
But Debo has so many.
And Christian McCaffrey has given them a handful since he's been on the team.
Yeah. It's not like
the only thing that I don't like is that they don't get any from the quarterback position.
Yes.
None.
So you can... Yeah, I could see the Bears.
But Elijah Mitchell has been good when he's played too.
Jeff Wilson was.
I think we should go with the Niners.
Okay. Yeah, that was the one we both came to.
All right, we're going with the San Francisco 49ers here.
Chat was originally going Bears, and then the 49ers talk swung them to 49ers as well.
Son of a bitch.
Chad outdunked themselves too. It's the Bears. Browns have 128, Niners have 111, Raiders 114.
Oh. Bears. Justin Fields.
The Fields factor. We weren't sure which factor was going to matter more, the wide receiver factor or the Fields factor.
God damn it.
Yeah, that was tough.
Also don't have a great O-line, so you got to, if you're going to make plays in that offense.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Great factor. Great factor there, Quinn. Good call. All right, what's next?
All right, 2 left.
Okay, all right, for these last 2, you got to close the poll and then you got to tell us what the chat went with.
Yeah.
And then we get a chance to
we do
count.
that.
Okay.
And we'll do no hints too. No hints.
Okay. All right.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep. Yep.
This team is tied with the Bills for the 3rd most total points scored this season with 206. Is it the Bengals, the Lions, the Seahawks, or the Dolphins?
Yeah, I mean these are the teams, right? These are the ones. I don't know who's 2. I don't know who's 3. I don't know who's 4.
Huh.
These are the ones that you would say are at the very top. So we're kind of. I don't really know if we're going to be able to eliminate any team here. I would say the Seahawks probably not. Like if anything, the Seahawks are going to be like maybe 4th, 5th.
So who's one?
But
one's Chiefs, right?
Yeah, you get
2.
Chiefs has to be one.
Who would we say is 2?
But the Chiefs, the 2 could be on this list.
Yeah.
Like the Chiefs are 1.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are 1, and they didn't put the Chiefs on this because they know that we can eliminate that because they got the most points in the NFL. I think Miami's 2.
I was gonna say, is 2 on this list? Can we at least get that as a hint?
Say it again.
Is the number 2 team on this list? Like you asked for the third most.
Negative.
Okay, so number 2 is not on this list.
No, Chiefs and Eagles are top 2.
Okay, there we go.
Eagles.
Oh man, then I'd probably lean. I'll say Dolphins or Seahawks is probably where I'd lean. I don't do that. Fuck. Need to do more research on this one. I don't think the Bengals were top 3 before this week, and they put up 20, right? So they would have gone down realistically. I will say the Seahawks put up mid-30s.
Bengals have been on fire, dude.
I know, but were they top 3 in scoring before
Bengals
this?
have been
before
on
this
fire.
Week? Before this week, were they top 3? I think I would have.
They were there, but would have been up there. I don't know if they were 3.
I want to say they're 5th for some reason. Scoring. Then.
All right. What did the chat guess?
Polls ended. Chat's going Detroit Lions.
Shit.
See, I think Seahawks or Dolphins.
I wanted to guess Detroit.
I wanted to guess Detroit.
Seahawks scored more points this week than the Dolphins. I would go Seahawks.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I think Seahawks.
Dolphins score a lot, though.
I know, but this past week, I think Seahawks scored 34, Dolphins 30. Seahawks were at one point top 3. And it's not like they've had like a lull in there, really. And Dolphins do score a lot, but they...
Have the Dolphins had a lull?
Yeah, when they had not have Tua. When they didn't have Tua, they scored like 10 and 16 or something.
All right, Seahawks.
Let's go Seahawks. And then even Tua's first game back, they only scored like 16.
Seahawks. Taking a Hail Mary.
Chat iced it. It's the Lions.
Yeah, I knew it was the Lions. I knew it was the Lions.
Damn it. What were the ranks then after that?
Bengals 204, Seahawks 192, Dolphins 198.
Yikes.
So again, close.
Ugh.
All right, last question. Last question, just for fun.
Brutal.
Just for fun.
All right, last question.
I'm never doing keto again.
Eagles have the most interceptions in the NFL with 15. This team has the fewest with 2. Colts, Giants, Saints, or Browns?
So we had this one at the beginning of the year, and it was the Giants.
Yeah, it was the Giants. I cannot remember the Saints picking off a single pass.
Well, but it was 0 back then.
Think it would still be the Giants? No.
So they had none back then, right? So then
I thought they had 1. Oh, no, yeah, they had none because I think the next week they got their first one. It's right around that time.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know if the Colts have had any picks either. I just looked up Isaiah Rodgers and Stephon Gilmore's stats too, but I saw their coverage stats. I don't remember seeing a lot of interceptions, if any.
I don't know. Your call on this one. I'm trying to think about the Giants. I don't know if they've had too many more since then.
We'll go with the Colts.
Okay. Do it.
We'll go with the Indianapolis Colts.
Chat's going Saints.
Man, chat's just run up the score.
Oh.
It is the Saints. Colts have 4, Giants have 4.
I can't remember.
Browns have 3.
Yeah.
I can't remember a single Saints interception this season, so that's a good guess. That's a good guess. Wow.
I keep making these sick tiebreakers, and we just can't get there.
What was the tiebreaker? We'll do it for fun real quick.
You guys want to do it for fun?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Quinn.
All right. Tie break if necessary. That's what it says right here on the sheet.
Sure.
It is not necessary.
No, thank you for reminding us.
We got that.
Yeah.
That part we knew.
Appreciate it.
The Steelers have ran by far the most trick plays in the NFL this season. 13 more than the next closest team. How many trick plays have they run?
13 more.
13 more trick plays? What constitutes a trick play?
We call jet sweeps trick plays for charting purposes.
Interesting.
Which is the Canada special. How many have they run? So 13 more. You think 3 a week is probably the max you can run something like that. So 39.
I'm going 47.
Okay.
So
what is it?
47.
43.
Whoa!
Good guesses.
What'd you guess?
We split them. I said 39, you said 47. We're literally identical.
Oh, man.
If that was the chat versus us, we would have been completely identical.
Man. Oh, man, the chat's out here guessing ducks. They're guessing ducks. We'd have won. Damn. All right. Mike. All right, congrats to the chat. 4-3. You take a series lead on the season. A couple of weeks to go. We always enjoy those. Hopefully you guys enjoy those as well. Enjoy the win. Not going to get many more of them. Not going to get any, actually.
Yeah, Thursday shows are canceled. That's it. We're done.
We're not doing Thursday anymore. We're going straight.
Well, there's still a lot of football left to be played, and they only got a 1-game lead.
Nope, no football
so
left to be
You guys are very
played.
much still in the division race.
No, there's no football left to be played. That's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's just football season 1. Thanks. We'll see you next year.
We're hiring Jeff Satter as our new trivia coach. It's over.
Thursday Night Football bets. We got the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots coming up tonight.
Yeah, we do.
The spread, it's in New England. Patriots are getting 3.5, getting a little bit more than a field
Home
goal.
doggy.
Over under 43.5. And also we got a prop bet here. What do you think, Mike?
Thinking home doggy style. I'm going Pats
Okay.
plus 3.5.
Jeez.
Over 43.5. And I'm thinking Gabe Davis over 3.5 receptions. Bill Belichick's going to take away the thing you want to do most. That's Stephon Diggs. Bills go as Diggs goes. Wow, it's up to 5.5. I like it even more. Bills go as Stephon Diggs goes. That means they're going to take him away. Gabe Davis is going to be the beneficiary. I always fuck that up.
Well, I was picking the Bills to cover 3.5. 5.5 is a lot. Patriots defense playing well. No, you know what? We're just sticking with it. Bills, statement game. Statement division game right here tonight. They're covering 5.5. I got over 43.5. And my prop is, what do I have here? Oh, Josh Allen under 7.5 carries. It's going under.
Yeah.
It's going under. Under 7.5 carries.
Feels fair.
Bills over Josh Allen under. That's where I'm
Okay.
going.
I can dig it.
All right.
Stephon dig it.
He's on one. If only he was on one during
No, that was
trivia,
the
Mike.
worst trivia showing of my life, bar none. I apologize.
So
I don't think I got one right.
Dion said Trevor looked up the answers and got them wrong. How did I look up the answers? Had the computer closed. No. If there's one thing I won't stand,
You know what I'm going to do in the future?
it's an attack on my integrity.
I'm going to close the computer. I'm going to have someone at home texting me to my watch the answers.
That's good.
You guys are done.
Let's go. You're done. Do we have a chat champ from trivia today?
We do. It's going to be Matt Weber. He's throwing out some great zingers in chat, and he also liked my Kraken jersey. So
Nice.
there you go.
Shout out, Matt. Chat champ for trivia on the day. You know what that means, Matt. It means you got to be in the chat for tomorrow. You got to lead the chat as we go through our bold predictions, our preview episode for Friday. It's the last episode. Can't hold anything back. I'm Trevor Sikkema. That is Mike Renner. For everybody in the liar's den over there, the production portal, thank you guys so
don't
much.
Don't call us liars. We're going to give you the question of the day.
Oh, yeah, we do have to get
answer to that.
We do have to get that. What is it? What is it?
Here.
What is it?
Well, what are you guys going with?
NFC South. I don't know.
I'll go.
The year.
Yeah, I'll go 20.
1993.
I'll go 2014.
All right, so I'm going to go.
Lever Lickema, sore loser.
Yeah, no, it's tough. I'm ready to get out of here. I'm ready to eat for the first time in 24 hours. I'll go NFC West 2011.
No redemption today, guys. 2008, the NFC East and the NFC South.
Oh, what's the South? What's it called? I would
I
not.
said 08, but I said the wrong.
I would have never.
I think 08 was the first thing you said.
Wait, what did you say?
I did say 08 was my first one, but I said the AFC East.
Oh, all right.
Bill screwed me on
So
that
you're
one.
just
They went
throwing out
7-9.
numbers and divisions. All right, well.
But it would have made sense because then they're. Never mind. It
Could happen again this year.
Probably not. Probably not.
Oh, wait, everyone. Oh, I thought it was everyone over 500. They had everyone at or above
No,
500.
500 or better.
500
I
or
didn't know.
above.
I'm
Could have
doing
been
this,
there.
yeah.
Could have been there. That was a stipulation. Shout out to you guys winning in trivia, getting on the getting in the winning column again. 4-3. Chat's up one on up 1 win on us. Means we got to come back stronger next week. But we got one more show this week that we're getting to. Not going to say the outro. Can I say the outro now? Can I do it?
Fire away.
Thank you. For Trevor Sikkema, for Mike Renner, for everybody in the Liars Den, thank you guys so much for watching this show. We'll see you right here, same time, one more time tomorrow. We'll see you guys then.
It's not about politics, it's about football.
This is a simple game.
We're going to run the ball, and we're going to pass the ball. We're just going to play football, really.
How good of a football player are you?
Not just get in and try to spin it. That's all.
I just love the game.
It really is the best time of the year.